Well, good morning, everyone. Bob Allen here for another segment of Good Morning Hueneme Bay. And this morning, we are really thrilled to have Gordon Bowden with us in the studio. Gordon, welcome to Good Morning Hueneme Bay.
Good morning to you too, Bob. How are you?
You know what? It was one beautiful, beautiful weekend, and I have to say I heard from a lot of people that went to the barbecue last night. They had never seen an event here in Hueneme Bay with so large an attendance.
Well, I heard that too. I was here briefly since I had some other things to do yesterday, but it was an awesome turnout, and we should have more things like this here for get people to know one another better.
How true, how true. To that end, that's probably one of the reasons that we are sitting here. Gordon, there are a lot of rumors that always float around this community, okay? Whether you believe this, you believe that, what could be done so that we can be getting correct information to the residents of Hueneme Bay, more than just on, that once a week on the bulletin going out? Well, share a little of your thoughts on that.
Well, the thing about rumors troubles me a lot, and I've experienced them here in the 8 years I've lived here. Usually they're based on partial knowledge, and I would like to think out of ignorance, not deliberately passed on. Some people just enjoy having bad news to spread. Look what the news media does. It's terrible what they spread in terms of bad news. And what it results in is unwarranted paranoia and the destruction of trust in both the officers, the members of the board, and the committees. And I think that isn't helpful for anybody. So what I would suggest is check out the information from a source that you can trust, somebody that you believe has the information. Even if it is a rumor, decide in your own mind, is it worth passing on? What will it achieve? Just to have you get out there and spout off something, that isn't helpful. The other way is that we have a better way to communicate to the people who live here. Some, of course, can't come. I would like them to attend committee meetings as well as board meetings, and not just one or two. Attend them on a regular basis so you get a feel for what's happening. Some people come, they have a complaint, and they have that complaint, and then they leave the board. They don't even attend the rest of the meeting. I don't think that's useful at all. So that's one thing you can do. Inquire of board members that you know that might have an answer, and remember, they're somewhat restricted in what they can talk about. They have a code of conduct they have to follow. And if it's something private, they're not allowed to speak about that. And then finally, we have the weekly bulletin, but it's outdated as soon as it's released. So as you know, we have a community channel that is reachable on KADYTV.com, and you hit the banner, plug in on Hueneme Bay, Good Morning Hueneme Bay, and we have a number of things that are going on there. So hopefully that could help a little bit with some of the rumors.
One of the things, and I think that's a good response, in other words, we have to start communicating better on a timely basis rather than letting rumors spread around for a whole week until the bulletin comes out, okay? That's a great suggestion, and I hope that everybody takes that. Relative to that's going around right now in the community, is that we've just had board members who have quit again, okay? Gordon, a lot of people are asking, what is happening on this board that's causing the conflict? And what is it about the resignation of board members when they don't see eye to eye? Can you share that with our viewers?
Well, I have to tell you this, Bob. It is not a new experience in Hueneme Bay. I have looked at historically some of the records here. They've had resignations going back to the 60s and 70s. Part of it is people, they get busy or they don't realize what the commitment means. The second thing is there are restrictions in the code of conduct on what they may or may not say. And important is You're on a board to represent this community and to make things better. You're not always going to have your way. There are going to be things that other people feel ought to go a different way, and you have to accept that and support the common view. I mean, that's a requirement. That's a hard thing for some people to accept and do. They don't quite understand what that means. To that end, I think what the president has done is made sure that people read the code of conduct before they agree to sign up for being on the board.
In other words, before the elections.
Before the election,
I think,
right.
So that they're committing to something, that they know what they're doing.
Correct.
Is there anything, there's been so much talk about this, you know, what's going on right now, okay? Is there anything that we can let just the general population at least?
I would prefer not to get into that, Bob, because that gets into the decisions the board is making, and it's for them to explain that to the public.
Okay. Well, I think that, you know, we've gotten something down where at least people will have heard a little bit of the explanation from somebody who I think is sort of the moderate in the entire community.
I try.
So I thank you so much for joining us today, Gordon, and we'll see if enough people watch this and get something out, maybe even have some questions about it.
Very good. Thank you, Bob, for inviting me.